Okay. Minasan, konnichiwa. Nico here from the Road to Japan podcast and working title on YouTube. So, let's see. First off, it's obviously been a while since I've done a video like this. Sorry if you're seeing the camera moving like this. You're sitting on what's called a monopod. I would break out my tripod, but I don't know where it is at the moment, so you'll just have to bear with me. As you may see behind me, you're in my home, which shouldn't be anything new because, I mean, you've seen that when I do live streams and whatnot. But anyway, the point of this video is that essentially this was my first day of the new semester, and, well, I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure what to think at this point. Obviously, I will go into more detail when I do the next show, which currently is planned for next Saturday, which I think is the 30th. The 30th or 31st of January. So there is a link on the Twitter account or the Facebook page if you want to check it out there. And then I think you can bookmark the link or add it to your videos to watch on YouTube or something like that. Anyway, but enough of that. That's going to be session 4, episode 1. So the plan is that I will be talking about the full outlook for the semester, I suppose, because at that point then I will have started all my classes. And that's kind of the point of this QuickVid here. Is basically after I did my first class today, which is elements of speech, I went to the student office to talk to like a counselor, because after this semester is completed, I will only need to take less than a handful of classes in order to complete my requirements at MATC. This should not be news to anyone if you've been following along, but the thing was I wanted to make sure that to start this process basically after the semester had begun, because then it will iron out everything that I've already taken or am currently taking and will only leave whatever's left. The problem is that this is still raising some confusion on their end because they don't know what exactly it is I need to take. Sorry, I have an itchy nose today. What I need to take in order to fulfill my requirements. As far as they can tell, at least, regardless of whatever it may be, it seems to only be elective credits. So that's whatever, but the potential good news out of that is the fact that this next semester, which would be summer semester, I may only need to take as many as 2 courses in order to fulfill my requirements for everything I need to do. So that's really good news. Potentially I could end up having to take 3, maybe even 4 classes. At least at this point, I'm just planning on it being another full semester with 4 courses. So, we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping that this will all be ironed out by the time I do the show next week. Because the plan is that I need to take care of all the details by the end of this week. And we're already at Wednesday, so I only have a couple days to get that situated. The reason that I want to get it done this week is because I was a real space cadet over the winter break, so I don't know where exactly it happened, but I made 2 pretty big mistakes. Thankfully, nothing that's real critical or anything. I mean, it could have, like, one of the mistakes could have made today very interesting. But basically, I spent the whole winter break thinking that my speech class, which is what I had today, started at 11 o'clock, and it turns out it actually starts at 9:30. Thankfully, I looked at the syllabus that the instructor had provided a couple days before and saw that it said 9:30, and then I went to my Google Calendar to confirm it. And sure enough, when I registered for the class, I put 9:30 in my schedule. So I don't know where along the lines I got it in my head that it started at 11, but that would have essentially made it so I would have missed today's class if I had not looked at that ahead of time. So always be prepared when you're getting ready for the semester. Always make sure to look over your schedule and confirm that everything's, up to snuff. The other minor mistake I made, this one is not even close to as bad as missing a class, but I thought that my online classes, I have 3 online classes this semester, and I thought they started this last Sunday, because usually that's how it works. Before you start your classroom sessions, typically the online classes start the Sunday prior to that. So, being as, classes at campus started this week, I figured that my online classes were going to start the Sunday before. And turns out, for whatever reason, that they're not going to start until this coming Sunday, which I guess is okay. I mean, it just kind of caught me off guard because I was totally prepared. I set Sunday aside for, getting acquainted with everything, and, basically getting ready to hopefully hit the ground running. So, I don't know. It just kind of threw me off a little bit. But the thing is that one of those online classes may be a class I don't have to take. So that's where all this controversy, I guess, comes into play. What we're hoping will happen is that I can still stay in the class. Because I'm registered in the class. It's just a matter of, do I need to take it or not? And if I don't, then I can just drop it and only have the 4 classes this semester, which is still a complete, full workload. I mean, as it stands right now, I'm at 16 credits, and a normal semester is usually 12 or somewhere around there. So, there's extra workload involved with this, but I'm willing to do it as long as all the classes are necessary. And we determined that, 4 of the classes were needed. They're part of my program, and I have to do them. So, that's what's getting sorted out. I'm hopefully going to receive an email either later today or tomorrow determining that, and then I need to send some emails on my own to decide, which exact program I'm involved in. So, I think I'll just leave it at that for now. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching this and you want to add to it, let me know if you've had any, situations where you've had to kind of do some last minute rearranging of your classes, or, if you were an idiot like me and somewhere got in your head over a break that your class started at one time and it actually needed to start at another, or what have you. But anyway, tune in sometime, hopefully next Saturday, which again is, I don't know, it's whatever the last week of January is, when I'll be planning on doing the live stream. I am looking at live streaming. I've been doing a little bit of work over this winter break, trying to get that back up and going. But check that out. Hopefully a live stream will be going of session 4, episode 1. Until then, my name is Nico. Minasan, Gambate.